Hello everyone, this is Rosado, your South of Atlanta Realtor at Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate Interlopers. I am creating this post for sellers and buyers who might be thinking of using any of the iBuying companies. I thought that this article we're about to go over will give you a very good update on what is happening now with these iBuying companies amid the coronavirus pandemic. I truly believe that a well-informed buyer and seller makes the best real estate decision. If you like this video, feel free to share, like, comment, and subscribe to get notified on future posts. When you are ready to either buy or to sell your home, feel free to reach out to me through my site at www.marierosadohomes.com. Thank you for sticking around. Let's go over the article. The article is from Realtor magazine. The name is More iBuyers or Reemerging with Instant Offers, dated May 8, 2020. I will make sure to leave a link in the description box below, and I will also make sure that the source is there as well. Let's take a read. Following on the heels of Open Doors' announcement that it would resume buying activity earlier this week, more iBuying firms are coming back after a month-long hiatus. Their reemergence is countering some housing analysts' prediction that called the model a likely casualty of the COVID-19 pandemic. Many of the iBuying companies that halted their instant all-cash offers to home buyers as COVID-19 outbreak began are preparing to gradually return to the markets they were in before. Redfin Now and OfferPad are among those announcing they will resume making all-cash offers to homeowners this week. On March 18, Redfin had announced it would temporarily pause making offers on homes due to the pandemic. Redfin CEO Glenn Kelman told investors on an earnings call Thursday that the issue for Redfin hasn't been customer interest. We have never put anything on her website that homeowners responded to more eagerly than a cash offer. The issue has been just how we respond to that interest. Kelman said that Redfin halted its iBuying business in March. The company owed or was under contract on $118 million worth of property. That figure has since dropped to $50 million that he says has mostly been secured through a line of credit. 2/3 of that amount is under contract to sell in the next 2 weeks, Kelman told investors. Kelman said as the program reemerges, it has been tweaked, such as lowering its instant offers and reducing holding time. Now, I do want to add that based on what the CEO Kelman from Redfin is saying is that sellers have always been interested in an all-cash offer. That is not the issue. But due to the slowdown, he had to use a line of credit in order to buy those home cash. So now what he's talking about moving forward, he tweaked his program a bit so that the cash offer that he will offer to the sellers is going to be a lower amount than what they might be expected to get if they were going by the market. So if market says that the house is $300,000, they may offer them a cash offer of $290,000, for example. So this is what they mean by lowering their offers. And also they change their model in such a way that they don't keep the inventory for too long so that they can always have cash to work with. So for example, instead of having the house sit around for 90 days, they might make sure that the house is sold within 30 days. So that way they have cash to fund the next project. Now let's move along. It says here that Redfin also announced this week that it was bringing back 14% of its work staff that it furloughed following the start of the outbreak in the U.S. OfferPad resumed cash offers on properties Friday in more than 800 cities. The iBuyer has teamed up with Healthy Verify on a safety plan to assure home sellers and buyers of a contactless experience intended to deter the spread of the virus, including virtual home tours, 3D walkthroughs, and digital transaction. Now that is awesome. And I also do want to point out that regular realtors, just like myself, also offer the same opportunity, same service as well. It goes on to say, the article, the iBuying model started a wave in the real estate industry over the last few years under the backdrop of a booming housing market. Even brokerages stepped in with their own instant offers to compete. But the iBuying model has yet to be tested in a slower housing market. What it's saying here is that what makes iBuying so appealing for the seller, for the homeowner, is that you get the chance to sell your home fast and with cash in your hand without waiting. However, on the flip side is that those iBuying companies, their model is pretty simple. Buy low, sell high. They will buy it low from you, below market, so they can sell it high to the buyer. Which means that for the seller, unfortunately, you're going to leave some money on the table. But what you're getting out of it is that you don't have to worry about a long waiting time. So you don't mind giving up some cash of some of your equity in exchange for expediency. Maybe you have to relocate soon. Maybe you have a medical emergency. Maybe you have some other reason where you need to sell that house fast for cash and just go about your business. You don't mind leaving equity behind. That's what makes it so advantageous, and that's why iBuying companies, they are so successful during this market. But now, due to the pandemic, there is risk that those iBuying may slow down a bit because they may not be able to live up in a slow market. Slow market would mean that houses that used to be worth $300,000 might be there might be a price decrease. So they may not be able to make a profit. So this is something that we're going to have to wait and see what goes on with the market and how those iBuying company will survive. Because even the article even mentioned that the CEO of Redfin, they had to change their model a little in order to compete, in order to survive. So you can see that there is some concern there. So the article goes on to say that Opendoor, a giant in the iBuying space, restarted its operation in Phoenix this week. It plans to resume activity in North Carolina next week and then reopen in more than 20 additional markets in the month ahead. The firm is touting its contact-free services, which includes virtual interior home assessment of properties, viewing homes through a live video tour, and all digital transaction, which is all good. And I do wanted to point out that many regular brokerages, such as my company and other brokerages as well, do offer very similar services, if not the same. The difference is that if there is an issue, there's those iBuying customer services have how do you call it, customer service department that you can talk to, which is all well and good. However, in this particular instance, if you're making such a big investment, it's always good to talk to a live person and to talk to a real person. And that's where it differs. You know, real estate agents such as ourselves, we offer a touch, you know, the real touch although at a social distance matter, but you get to see us, you get to talk to us, and we get to represent your interests and make sure that you're not leaving any money on the table. And I hope that you find this article interesting and helpful in any decision that you wish to make in the future. Now, if you do want to hear more about the differences in between using an iBuyer as opposed to an agent, let me know. I'll be happy to make a video on that. I'm going to leave a little I mark on top of the video where you can vote. And based on the number of requests, I'll make sure to either do a video on that or not. Let me know. I would appreciate your feedback on this. And in the meanwhile, thank you for the listen. Please feel free to share, like, subscribe, comment, and bye for now. Thank you. Bye.